The big 1000 was completely done. The room was absolutely full. Then we did groups of 5, like one after the other of 5s. I wanted to give people more time, so then it went down to like one-on-ones, didn't it? So like one person would watch whilst I was with somebody, and then it would literally just be like a rotating circle like that.
Yeah, this woman is out here handing out generational trauma.
Let's get a round of applause in the room, people.
This nigga.
And her holding up that sign like she's Wilt fucking Chamberlain after his 100-point game is some nasty work.
Did she even like receive money from this? Like, what was? I understand just the saying and like the title of having that, but like you could have capped about this. We gotta watch the girl that got like 1,000 bodies. I forgot shorty name, but it's a video by Jamar. She is awful. We reacted to one of his videos where she said she was in the process of basically like getting ready to beat the record of having the most men in a day. That's just beyond me. Why would you even think of even want to be historically known for that, having 1,000 bodies? I really want to know what her body count is actually.
So over the last couple of months, things have gotten even darker in the world of
even though
OF
it ain't
girls.
none of my business though.
We had previously discussed how Bad Baby, aka the Catch Me Outside girl,
Catch me outside, how about that?
made loads of money on OF the day she turned 18.
Is it true you made over $1 million in your first 6 hours?
Yes.
And now you have many other girls making tens of millions of dollars a year. And one girl specifically made $43 million last year on OF alone.
I was serving at a regular minimum wage job, driving there every day. I'm like, what can I do different?
Which breaks down to over $199,000 per hour for her work week.
$4 million in a month?
Yeah.
It's weird, because she also looks 14, so get your bag, I guess.
Thanks.
I mean, these chicks are out here putting up bigger numbers than NBA stars.
Why Brian
One
take
guy
off like
specifically
that?
has
Hold
sent her
on.
over 4.3 million.
So,
Am I dick right? Hold on. I just wanted to re-see it. My bad. I'm not even that hard of a LeBron fan. I just wanted to see.
If you could trade places with a celebrity for a day, who would it be and what are you doing?
I probably had to be Savannah James. Like, I'm gonna be able to call LeBron daddy, like, and nobody gonna think it's weird. Like, easily GOAT. Like,
get your bag, I guess.
Thanks.
I mean, these chicks are out here putting up bigger numbers than NBA stars. One guy specifically has sent her over $4.3 million since he stumbled upon her page.
Why they put
and she
Elon
claims
there?
to have never
Elon
even met
ain't
the
do that.
man who coins himself as Charlie. And the lore actually gets much sadder when you watch this video of the very same girl when she's a child saying what she wants to be when she grows up.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
A doctor and an astronaut.
Oh my god, that is so precious. I've never actually heard anybody say they want to be an astronaut. Because, obviously it never works, that's why. But, like...
Yeah, sometimes
It's crazy how that comes full circle. But come on, let's be real here, kids. Like you say you might have a dream as a kid and you might end up doing something totally different when you grow up. It's just, we all grow up. But no, that is crazy. Was that David Dobrik and Josh Peck in the background though?
reality does hit you fast. Either way, $4 million on some digital cheeks has to be just about the biggest waste of money I've ever seen. You blew it! Like that is some Black Mirror parasocial down bad behavior this fellow is partaking in. But at least that relationship remained online, whereas these two other girls from London have been running around trying to break records for the most people they can sleep with in one day.
On a picked up. Do you want the video to be picked up?
How many shoes niggas is nasty.
Whoa, these are all the guys. There's more in there as well.
It's almost like when an NFL or MLB team holds open tryouts for the general public. Only in this case, the whole event is one chick busting it wide open for her many followers. Or in some cases, just random men off the street that they can find. And for that video, she was specifically looking for 100 men to run the choo-choo, and a man named Josh Peters actually made a documentary on the entire event. And some of the things shown in it are downright sad, but also teach a great lesson. Like when she talks about the fact that her father now wants nothing to do with her because she is so embarrassing.
Have you recognized any of the names in here of people that you might know?
Oh yeah, definitely. There's been some guys outwardly say we used to go to school together.
Wow.
Or some dad's friends and stuff like that.
What messaging you?
Yeah. I do feel a little bit like embarrassed being like, Mom and Dad, I'm f***ing 100 guys.
Why?
I guess because it's not really what my parents would have wanted me to do.
And that does
See, this life we live in, bro, it's all about choices. Is it their fault that that's what you want to do? Hell no! But you gon' women gonna do what they want to do at the end of the day.
Despite the monetary success, she feels that most men see her as an object because of her line of work. There are also other anecdotal stories presented here to suggest that this lifestyle isn't exactly all it's cracked up to be, and it seems—
Nah, Aunt, for real, would you, like, if she had one in America, would you go to it? Like, if she had an event where she was just fucking fans, would you go to it? Be for real. You said she's so fine too, shaking my head, truly a shame.
like many other people who do partake in this industry are left with some sort of PTSD.
The problem is that when you sign up to objectifying yourself, it's like you're signing a deal with the devil. Like, no one is going to see you as a human being. It gets to the point where everyone objectifies you. That's the reality of it. You're like the cash cow.
I also found it interesting that she makes the point that everyone starts out innocent enough, maybe just taking lewd photos in lingerie or a swimsuit, but eventually once the money and the offers start coming in to get more explicit, it's hard not to say yes.
I started off just doing bikini pictures and lingerie, but it is a slippery slope and the demand is more. Before you know it, you're having a camera.
And is that something you regret?
There's a lot I regret on there.
But to me, there's really not enough money in the world to fill the void that comes with selling your soul. I mean, just think about it, guys. Everywhere you go, you don't know who's seen this shit. I'm talking about friends, I'm talking about family, I'm talking about future associates, and maybe even just random people out there on the street. And it also came to my attention that when she did put out the notice to her fans that she would be having this open invitation, the messages were rolling in.
So how are you doing this? You put out a phone number?
Yeah.
And people can just apply?
Stupid.
Yeah, so I put out a little Twitter post, and all you do always have to send in a photo of you holding your ID, 2006.
Oh my god,
so
how does that make him? So 18,
yeah.
But when the actual date came, a lot of these guys pussied out, most likely because they are accustomed to never even being around a woman in the first place, and most of them likely just stay at home paying to look at pictures and videos of other men beating up the box.
It doesn't seem like things are going great. There are a lot of guys cancelling. They're scrambling now to find people at the last minute. I don't understand how the guys they're scrambling to find at the last minute are going to get STI checks in time.
Funny, like in the text it was like, you know, if you have any friends who'd like to take part, and I was like, oh.
And despite what she claims,
That's weird.
I know this has to have some sort of deep psychological impact on her.
It's not for the weak girls, if I'm honest. It was hard. I don't know if I'd recommend it.
Like more intense than you thought it might?
Definitely.
Well, I guess her friends saw this behavior and decided that she wanted a piece of that online attention. So she went on a quest to be with 1,000 different
like
men
siblings.
in one day. I am absolutely serious.
I'm the girl that lets men queue for hours. But on the 11th of January, I'm hosting an event and I want to give you a ticket so you can skip the queue and then get straight inside me.
And her methods for recruitment had some people shake.
Queue for hours. But on the 11th of January, I'm hosting an event and I want to give you a ticket so you can skip the queue and then get straight inside me.
And her
I'm gonna keep it a buck. I seen that on my timeline, and I've been like, I'm just a straight gooner, bro. I would probably fall for that. You said, how do I get a ticket, bro? Tell me, please. And bro, I don't want to have to ban you, bro. You said unpause it. I want to see how to get a ticket. Yeah, bro, I don't. Somebody ban this nigga. Are you a mob? Ban yourself. Put the phone, turn the phone off for 10 minutes and then check in and come back.
Her methods for recruitment had some people shaking
nigga
their
said
heads in
unpause
disgust.
it. He wanna
Just
see.
watch as she tries to get this young man, who's just trying to make some money working at Five Guys, to get involved.
I just wondered, I can't see it on the menu, but where do I get the Five Guys from? The Five Guys. I didn't know if there was like a special room where you can take me out back.
No, I don't think that's happening.
What about after your shift? I mean, I'd want to give you, a good rating.
I'm a Christian man and I'm
This corny.
I'm asking for what's on the menu, that's all.
Genuinely, I feel like I'm doing it right now. I can hand you a menu if you want.
Are you on it?
No, I'm not.
Oh, that's a shame.
Like, how is that not straight up solicitation? The dude is obviously young, and good for him for having his head on straight, but she openly brags about
boy
this
was
type of
raised right.
behavior over and over again.
Okay, so you, Karen, think you're going to stop me sleeping with your sons, but I know my rights and I know exactly what I'm doing. It's no secret, I'm the girl that slept with over 100 barely legal 18-year-olds at Nottingham for Freshers Week.
And the dude from Five Guys actually—
That's not a flex. That shouldn't be a flex. Is she okay?
Came out
Let me
on
complain
Twitter
and
to
finish
say
the
that this
reaction.
wasn't on his bingo card and that he thought it was funny at first, but in
don't clip it,
hindsight
I'ma
he
clip-
questioned
don't worry
why
about
she
the-
never asked for his age, why she was so persistent, and why she never asked him for his consent to post the video in the first place. Because you know these short little videos are really just all promotion and to create buzz around this 1,000 men freak-off. Either way, eventually they would find 1,000 nasty individuals to spelunk this cave.
Hey boys, I'm only a few minutes away from 73 New Cavendish Street. Come right now and me.
I'm sorry, but this has to be illegal. Like, if this was a man posting these videos online, the sick fuck would end up on a watch list. And she even has the audacity to call this a family event.
I'm hosting a family event this Sunday near Oxford Circus in London, and I'd love you and the boys to be there.
And then they even posted a video of all the sick dudes waiting in line for their turn.
No way.
Like, can you imagine being number 1,000? Well, I guess this guy can.
Just out of curiosity, would you want to go first or last in my queue?
Oh.
I mean, you've already had me.
This
so are you
nigga
gonna be
look like he
selfish
got
and
money. He
first
got
or behind
veneers,
the
a
next?
chain.
Last.
Yeah, save the best till last.
Best to last.
He nasty.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Okay.
Again, you're gonna be experienced, which you are anyway, but
Nicely warmed up.
nicely warmed up. Flowing, I think last to be better.
Perfect.
Nah. Someone needs to take old boy behind the shed. Like, he doesn't deserve oxygen anymore. Like, at that point, would you even feel anything? And really, would you want to? It would be like getting the 1,000th lick on a community scoop of ice cream. It's just disgusting. Or maybe like taking a glob of gum off that nasty wall that they have in Spain or whatever the fuck it is, and chewing that shit up in your mouth. It's just nasty. I also like how half these blokes are dressed on some Peaky Blinders shit, and the other half just have on crusty tube socks.
And they sound, that's
just
what I
think
was
about
saying.
it. This
Niggas
was a
already got their
decision that
pants
these
off
men
ready.
had a lot of time to ponder
Getting ready.
as they stood there in line next to their fellow man. And I just gotta say it, if they all ended up catching something after this, I would not feel bad for a single one of these individuals. Now afterwards, this is what she had to say about the event and her partaking in it.
This is what my face looks like after taking 1,000 men less than 12 hours ago.
It looked like something's already coming through on that lip.
The big 1,000 was completely done. The room was absolutely full. Then we did groups of 5, like one after the other of 5s. I wanted to give people more time, so then it went down to like one-on-ones, didn't it? So like one person would watch whilst I was with somebody, and then it would literally just be like a rotating circle like that.
Yeah, this woman is out here handing out generational trauma.
Let's get a round of applause in the room, people.
This nigga.
And her holding up that sign like she's Wilt fucking Chamberlain after his 100-point game is some nasty work. Like, who the hell is actually turned on by this type of content? In the end, this only took 12 hours of straight hot dog time to
12
accomplish,
hours?
meaning that each participant had around 40 seconds of fun before it was time to go. Overall, I think the normalization of this type of shit is very bad for our—
Did she even like receive money from this? Like, what was? I understand just the saying and like the title of having that, but like you could have capped about this. It's really. Did anybody even tip her or anything? Was money even?
society, especially for young men and how it affects the way they look at and treat women. Like back in the day, it's not like all the corn stars were public figures. In fact, most of them were likely shamed. But nowadays, it's like you're just a girl boss for doing this type of shit. They'll show you off at sporting events. You can make public appearances. I mean, it's ridiculous. And a big part of me just doesn't understand the appeal of paying for something that is so readily available. And I also think everyone involved in this little fiasco has something deeply wrong with them.
Yeah, no,
I mean, don't get me
help.
wrong, guys. I understand that nasty stuff like this has been going on since the dawn of time. But the fact that it's becoming so normal and like young preteens or teenage boys or teenage girls are being introduced to this type of stuff and these type of people in regular spaces like Instagram or Twitter, where they're just doing their thing openly, trying to draw these individuals in. I don't know, something about that, it really just does not sit right with me. But I want to know what you guys think about this phenomena down below. Personally, I think this chick should be in jail. I don't know.
I don't know, it's a slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. I wouldn't, I just hope if I was to have kids, it would be I hope my son or daughter wouldn't come across, my son, to come across a woman like this. Cause y'all ever heard the song, whoa, here she comes. Watch out, boy, she'll chew you. This is one of them. She's a man eater, bro. She has 1,000 under her belt, bro. She's eating, she's a eater. But at the same time, anybody that wife her up or anything, I wish you the best, my boy. Cause what if one day she just don't want you no more?
I forgot. You're broken. I don't want to play with you anymore.
She going straight back to doing this. All right, bro, we on to the next video.